Nice That You Looking At, Tolerate It, is a song by the American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift, taken from her ninth studio album, Evermore, 2020. She wrote the track with its producer, Aaron Dessner. A slow-building piano ballad, Tolerate It, features a mid-tempo production and an odd time signature. Inspired by the Daphne du Maurier novel Rebecca, 1938. Its lyrics are narrated by a young woman who addresses her unstable relationship with an older man who does not seem to like her. Reviews praised Tolerate It for what they deemed vulnerable songwriting from Swift and an engaging production, and selected it as a highlight from Evermore. Commercially, the song peaked at number 28 on the Billboard Global 200 and entered the charts of Australia, Canada, Portugal, the United States. It received certifications from Australia, Brazil, and the UK. It was included on the regular set list of the Eras Tour, 2023-2024. On July 24, 2020, the American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift released her eighth studio album, Folklore, to critical and commercial success. On November 25, Swift and the album's co-writers and co-producers, including the first-time collaborator Aaron Dessner, assembled at Long Pond Studio in Hudson Valley to film a concert documentary titled Folklore: The Long Pond Studio Sessions, which was released on Disney+. They continued writing songs at Long Pond, with Swift penning lyrics to Dessner's instrumental tracks, a process that was present on much of the songs they had worked on Folklore. Their sessions resulted in a project that was a natural extension of the album, which became Evermore, 2020. One of the songs both Swift and Dessner wrote was Tolerate It. Dessner produced the track prior to writing it with Swift. Before sending the instrumental to her, he thought that she won't be into it because of its odd elements. However, after Dessner sent the instrumental to Swift, she sent it back with finished lyrics. He recalled in a Rolling Stone interview that he cried upon hearing Tolerate It for the first time and described it as a crushingly beautiful song. It was recorded by Dessner and Jonathan Lowe at Long Pond, where Lowe also recorded the vocals. The track was mixed by Lowe at Long Pond and mastered by Greg Calby and Steve Falone at Sterling Sound in Edgewater, New Jersey. Tolerate It details the difficulties of loving someone who undervalues their relationship. Swift wrote that the track is about ambivalent toleration, and that it was inspired by the Daphne du Maurier novel Rebecca, 1938. In the lyrics, it describes an unstable relationship between two characters with a big age gap, narrated from the young woman's perspective. She delivers acts of service to her partner, such as setting the table with the fancy shit. The woman admits that she has worth and professes about it. I know my love should be celebrated, yet is faced with indifference, but you tolerate it. Swift employs her upper register as the woman realizes that she has the power to leave the relationship. You assume I'm fine, but what would you do if I break free and leave us in ruins? Gain the weight of you, then lose it. Believe me, I could do it. Some critics drew similarities to other songs and a few highlighted lyrics from the track. In The Guardian, the music journalist Alexis Petridis thought that Swift inhabited the character of a disenchanted wife on Tolerate It, and believed it evoked the one on the Smiths' song, Asleep, 1985. Rolling Stone's writer Rob Sheffield found the track to be more in line to a 1970s Carole King song. Emily Alger from Atwood magazine interpreted the lyric, I made you my temple, my mural, my sky. Now I'm begging for footnotes in the story of your life, to be the feeling of loving someone who loves you less. For Catherine Rogers of The Quietus, she thought the lyric, you're so much older, and Wiser, and I, revealed the age difference of the relationship. Tolerate It was released as the fifth track on Evermore on December 11, 2020, by Republic Records. Meanwhile, the track opened at number 8 on Hot Rock and Alternative Songs, where it lasted for 14 weeks. Mand appeared on the chart's 2021 year-end at number 47. In Australia, Tolerate It peaked at number 28 on the ARIA Singles Chart and received a platinum certification from the Australian Recording Industry Association in the United Kingdom. The song reached number 59 on the OCC's audio streaming chart and was certified silver by the British phonographic industry in Brazil. It received a gold certification from Pro Musica Brazil. In March 2023, Swift embarked on her sixth concert tour, the Eras Tour, as a tribute to her discography. The show consists of 10 acts, including the Evermore set, where it features Tolerate It. Swift would arrange a long dinner table for 2 people before performing the track. Ilana Kaplan of I reported that she crawled and danced across the table. Chris Willman from Variety believed that the set was inspired by the 1941 film Citizen Kane and that it was done to highlight the track's domestic drama. Kelsey Barnes of The Independent called the set sparse and cold, and thought it reflects the song's stark sound. For Rolling Stone, Wes Aramesh found the setting beautiful and wrote that Swift delivered a heart-wrenching rendition of the track. In May 2024, Tolerate It was removed from the tour's set list. Publication reviews for Evermore considered Tolerate It an album highlight. They lauded the vulnerability displayed in Swift's songwriting, with a number of them claiming that it contained some of her best writing. Konstantinos Papis of Our Culture mag viewed Tolerate It as one of Evermore's most affecting moments, and thought it felt strikingly personal, despite being devoid of Swift's autobiographical songwriting. Patrick Ryan from USA Today regarded the song as a lyrical standout from the album. Maura Johnston of Entertainment Weekly thought it was a masterful portrayal of a crumbling marriage. Mary Siroki from Consequence wrote that it is where her narrative storytelling is on full display. Claire Schaffer from Rolling Stone said that Tolerate It featured one of Swift's most damning relationship vignettes to date. Petridis, The Observer's Kitty Empire and the Quietus Catherine Rogers praised the character studies shown. And Petridis added that the song's bitter lyrics were more edifying than those she wrote for her 2017 album Reputation. Some commended the production. Pareles viewed Tolerate It as one of Evermore's countless musicianly flourishes, and Johnston picked it as one of the album's songs she thought their musical risks succeeded. Helen Brown from The Independent called the track excellent, and appreciated the pretty piano Saloni Gajar of the AV Club. Wrote that her partnership with Desna resulted in some beautiful renditions on Evermore and picked Tolerate It as an example. Jason Lipschutz of Billboard regarded it as one of the album's tracks that serves the production as the emotional hook. Nora Princiotti of The Ringer thought the odd time signature brought really cool effects. Ellen Johnson from Paste said the song was full of Swift's hard-won wisdom, and viewed it as one of the tracks to represent Evermore as a peaceful, intimate album. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.